Hi, good morning to one and all. In previous lecture, we will learn about introduction to modern manufacturing methods. What are the different types of traditional and non-traditional methods? What are the advantages and applications? Okay, in this lecture, we will learn about what is rapid prototyping, what is the need of rapid prototyping, what the technology involved in this method, and classifications. Okay, coming to rapid prototyping. In this, first, before going to rapid prototyping, let us we know about what is prototype. A prototype is a model used to test and evaluate a design. Suppose it is prototype is necessary for manufacturing purpose. Before the manufacturing purpose, we have to test the design object or design product by using the for strength purpose or to meet the as per the design or not. For testing purpose, we have to prepare a prototype. Okay, generally the prototype is prepared by using in olden days, that is traditional methods. By in that case there are number of losses will occur. For this, for that case we have to invented a technology, new technology, that is rapid prototyping. Okay, but it is just a test version of an experiment or mission. Next, before the start of full production, a prototype is usually fabricated and tested. That is before the production process. Next, coming to rapid prototyping. In rapid prototyping, the definition is rapid prototyping is basically an additive manufacturing process used to quickly fabricate a model of a part by using the 3D CAM data. Recently, the CAD we are nowadays we are using mostly CAD CAM software. That is, CAD is nothing but computer aided design and computer aided manufacturing. This is the new technology, or we are using in industry. That is, CAD is used to design the product. In that case, we have to design a product in CAD. After the design and before the production, we have to produce a part known as prototype. That prototype is produced by using the technology is known as rapid prototyping. Okay, next, or it can also defined as layer by layer fabrication of 3D three-dimensional physical models directly from CAD. Okay, next, what is the need of rapid prototyping? That is, the prototype gives the user a fair idea about the final look of the product. Suppose before going to the production process, we have to first prepare a sample. A sample is nothing but prototype. That prototype by using the rapid prototyping technique, because by using this technology we can reduce the time for preparation and cost and efficiency and accuracy. For that case, we have to depend on the rapid prototyping technology and to increase effective communication between user and designer. Next, decrease development time and increasing number of variations of the product. In normal case, that is normal traditional manufacturing case, we have to create less number of varieties. But in case of by using a rapid prototyping technology, we can prepare more number of varieties and variations. Next, it is easier to find the design flaws in the easily development stages. Okay, and cost effective. These are the needs of the rapid prototyping. Next, coming to rapid prototyping. Prototyping or model making is one of the important steps to finalize the product design. Next, it helps in conceptualization of a design. Next, before the start of a full production, a prototype is usually fabricated and tested for testing the stresses and strength and load capacity and other etc. Next, manual prototyping by skilled craftsmen has been an age old, that is by practice we can make easily. Next, second phase of prototyping started around mid 1970s when a soft prototype model by 3D curves and surfaces could be stressed in a virtual environment, that is simulated and tested with exact material and other properties. Suppose we have to make the object by using the some curves or some patterns. We have to prepare the prototype and then test it in case of second phase. Next, that is third stage, that is third and the latest trend of prototyping, that is a rapid prototyping. That is nowadays we are using rapid prototyping in advanced technology, that is 3D printing. Okay, but it is an layer by layer material deposition started during early 1980 with the enormous growth in the computer aided design and manufacturing technologies. By improving the CAD/CAM technologies, we are also they are also improving the technologies in the rapid prototyping based on the CAD/CAM software. Okay, next, here rapid prototyping process belongs to the generative or additive production process, unlike subtractive or forming process such as lathe, milling, grinding or canning. Okay, in traditional manufacturing methods, we are preparing as per the tight dimensions or effect accuracy dimensions by subtracting the material, is nothing but material removal process. But as in case of rapid prototyping, we are adding a material, that is another process is known as additive process. Okay, next, in which form is shaped by material removal or plastic deformation. In all commercial rapid prototyping process, the part is fabricated by deposition of layers contoured in xy plane dimensionally. That is, in xy plane either table or vertical will move. By moving those we can generate a shape, and by in z direction we are adding the layer thickness. Okay, next, the third dimensions, that is z, results from single layers being stacked upon top of each other but not as a continuous z direction coordinate. Next, therefore the prototype are very exact on the xy plane but have stepping case in z direction. Okay, next, if model is deposited with very fine layers, that is smaller z stepping models looks like original compared to the traditional process, that is prototype process. Next, year of inspection technology, that is in 1770s, that is mechanization is invented. Next, in 1946 first computer, 1952 first numerical control, that is NC and NC machine tool, that is numerical control machining. It will operate by using a tape, NC tape. In tape, by using punching process we have to prepare a program. Based on these the machine tool will operate. Next, 1960s, that is first commercial laser. Next, in 1961 commercial robot. Next, 1963 first interactive graphic system, that is early version of CAD. Next, in 1988 first commercial rapid prototyping system. These are the inventions by increasing the years, that is earlier stage will improve the, that is CAD technologies or CAD/CAM software from year to year up to now. Okay, next, methodology of rapid prototyping. That is, what is the methodology? How the rapid prototype is created by using the rapid prototyping technology. That is, here RP in its basic form can be described as a production of three-dimensional parts from computer aided design. That is, data is created from timescale. Here RP in its basic form can be described as the production of 3D. First we have to create the three-dimensional object. After that it will transfer to STL file. Next, the basic methodology of all RP process can be summarized as shown in next figure. Observed in diagram, this step-by-step procedure. In this first we have step 1. We have to first prepare a CAD model by using system or software process. After that is second step, that is tessellation. In this process the generated three-dimensional model is disguised into number of triangles. That is, this process is known as tessellation. Okay, after that step 3. In step 3 we have to create the TSL file into slicing. That is, number of layers. Slicing is nothing but we have to create a three-dimensional object into number of slices. Next, after that this file is transferred to the RP system. In this the model is generated by using different RP technologies. After that by removing the part from the RP system, we will that is post processing, that is finishing and cleaning. Okay, after that we have to test the prototype. If accept means okay, otherwise we can change the based on the feedback. Okay, these are it is the process flow in the RP, that is rapid prototyping. Next, coming to steps involved in RP. First process, that is it is generation of 3D model of the product. Next, commonly used 3D CAD system. Next, that is ProE, UG means Unigraphics, CATIA, Ideas. These are the different software packages used to prepare the three-dimensional objects. Okay, that is solid objects. Next, steps involved in a continuation. That is, second process is tessellation of three-dimensional model. That is, basically it is generated by layer model. For that case, a STL file is created after tessellation process. Next, in the next process, slicing of model is done by various slicing softwares like MeshLab, OpenRP, AdMesh. These are the different softwares for slicing the STL file. Next, steps in continuation. Generated sliced data is stored in standard data formats like SLC or CLI. These are the formats based on the RP technology. Next, the next stage of process is making a physical model, in which we use RP system software by using the different technologies in RP. Based on this technology, we have to prepare a physical object. After that RP system software generates laser scanning pitch in which material deposition should occur. Next, final stage is post-processing of finishing of a part, in which following process will occur. Next, cleaning, polishing, painting, milling, grinding. These are the different process at the time of post-processing. Next, prototype is then tested and suggested changes are once incorporated during the after the completion of post processing. We have to test the prepared object for any changes, or it will match it to design requirements or not. If match means okay, otherwise we can change the as per the design requirements. Next, tessellation. Tessellation means surfaces of CAD model are piecewise approximated by a series of triangles. Observed in this diagram here, after the creation of three-dimensional object, it will send by using the a CAD software like ProE, CATIA. After that, we have to send this file into STL format, that is standard triangle language. In that, we have to discretization of the given structure into n number of triangles. After that, we have to send to the slicing, that is slicing. In slicing, the CAD model is divided into number of layers. For during the process rapid prototyping, it is an additive process. In them, for that we have to add the layer by layer. For that case, we have to divide this model into number of layers. Next, slice thickness is important thing we should consider during this stage. That is, during the process we have to add the material. Suppose in case of stereolithography or fused deposit machine, we have to add a material by using a thin layer, that is the thin layer based on the null size diameter. Based on these, we have to slice the given STL file into number of slices, that is S1, S2 up to Sn. That is the difference between S1, that is S1 is having a certain thickness. Based on the diameter of the nozzle or the additive process, we have to add a thickness by using the rapid prototyping technique. Observed in this diagram, it consists of first we have to, in this first diagram, we have to create a 3D model. After that, we have to discretization process by using the STL file. After that, we have to convert the that object into number of slides. That is, we have to create the layers by using the number of slices. First, we have to create the bottom. After that, second layer, third layer, up to n layers we have to deposit by using the rapid prototyping techniques. It is about introduction of rapid prototyping technology. It is very less time consuming and less cost and easy to prepare. But in olden days, for preparing a prototype, it will takes a number of weeks. But in case of in this case of a rapid prototyping technology, the time cost is very less in, and we have to produce a more number of variations in the same objects by using this technology. And the accuracy and dimensions also very close compared to traditional manufacturing process. Okay, thank you.